Seal who ran outside when I opened the door to sell someone eggs. And I've been calling all day, going and opening the door and trying to get him to come in. I couldn't find him. And then he just came on the porch. Yeah? Are you wet? Come here, baby. Let's dry you off. Why are you on my sink? Huh? Why are you on my table? Get down. Get down. Hey. It's supposed to be on the table. Bush. Show you our seed order for this year. The company that we use is William Dam Seeds. We have used them before and we like the germination rate and the quality of the seeds. We also like the variety that they have as an option. So without further ado, I will show you what we got. So we ordered some hibiscus seeds so that way we can grow hibiscus for tea. We also got our bush beans. This is a speedy variety. This is a package of 500. We really enjoy the bush beans, love watching them grow, and also I consume a lot of green beans throughout the year. Josh does a small amount, not as much as I do. It's not his favorite vegetable, but he does still eat them, so have to have beans every year. We got, I'm just gonna call the pretty name, I can't actually say the full name, Aloha Blue flowers. And they're described as great garden performance all season long. A height of 6 inches and a width of 12 inches. I don't know if you can see those, they're really pretty. So we are trying to attract some more bees to our property, so we've gotten a couple of different flower varieties that we're using for pollinators. So we went through the list of pollinator flower options and this was one of them. More lavender. I did try planting a whole tray of lavender just over a month ago, and the germination time was supposed to be between 29 and 31 days. The seeds were kind of old and they did not germinate, not even one. So I thought I would show you several episodes back in February. We planted 2 trays. I planted lavender seeds. And one little guy has made it. Got this dude. So one guy so far has shown up. So I was about to reuse the soil to plant something else because I thought it was a complete fail. And then this guy showed up. So I'm gonna give it a few more days and see if anybody else pops up. I'm excited to get more seeds so I can give it a go again. I had lavender growing last year, absolutely loved it. Did it up in little bundles, use it for lots of different little things. Love the smell, love the look of them. I have dreams of lavender hedges one day. This year we're just gonna start out and try to grow some small lavender plants. These are candy stripe beets. That I'm venturing into is kind of some trellising going on. So we got some climbing vegetables this year to try to maximize the use of the different heights and variations in our garden. So the plan is to put some kind of trellis teepees in the back of the garden to have the trellising or the climbing varieties. So this is a Necker Gold. It's a haricot pole bean. It's yellow. I think it keeps its color when it's boiled, unlike the purple ones, but I'm not actually sure. Maple beets, these are the cylindra, so they're long and cylindrical. We also got a bee feed mix. It's a pollinator. These are climbing cucumbers. So again, with the trellises in the back, we got a Easter egg radish mix. So I got pansies. And the last thing we ordered is some winter squash seeds. Anyway, we're hoping that these grow really well. We have had good success the one year that we have grown spaghetti squash before, so it is a different soil here, so we will see what happens. And guys, that is all that we ordered from Williams Dam Seeds. I will say that I have no clue what their selection is like at this point at the beginning of March. I would say if you haven't ordered your seeds wherever you are, there is a mad uptick and rush on getting seeds in the last 12 months. People have bought a lot more than usual is what I'm reading and hearing. I got an email from the seed company this morning saying that in 1 month, they received a year's worth of seed orders. So I wanted to tell you guys very quickly about the Canada seed swap. Sorry for my friends that are outside of Canada, but this is just for my Canadian buddies. If you haven't got your seeds yet and you're like, everybody's sold out, which if just keep looking, your hardware store should have some seeds. But if you want a variety of seeds or just want to try something different or want to connect with your fellow Canadians about gardening, I signed up for a seed swap on Instagram. That was completely free as far as sign up. All I had to pay for was my postage. And if I needed to buy seeds, I would have to pay for my seeds. Basically, you have till the end of this month to sign up. I put the link down below in the description. I'm signed up, so who knows, maybe we'll get in the same group. And your obligation is to send 9 different people on your list a package of non-GMO seeds. Last time the category was vegetable. I'm not sure yet what this category is. They should tell us at the end of the month when signups are completed. To show you a little bit of what we got an Italian variety of different beans. I have no idea what they're gonna look like because there's no image. These are home-saved beans. Home-saved. These are beans saved by this farm. They also sent me catnip seeds, which I'm sure Seal will be a huge fan of. Some of the different ones else I got Barlotti beans, which I think that they are green beans, but they also look like they could be peas. So I'll have to Google those. Black Beauty tomatoes, rhubarb, tomatillos, spaghetti squash. Somebody sent marigold seeds, also parsnip seeds, and this one is like probably my favorite from the whole seed swap. I received Rapunzel tomato seeds, which I'll include a picture. They are gorgeous. And I'm all about like trellising and trying climbing varieties this year. It's kind of like my thing this year. I'm kind of obsessed with for gardens. So these Rapunzel tomatoes are just gonna be gorgeous. I'm pretty sure as long as I can grow them. The seeds feel absolutely tiny. So anyway, I have a couple other varieties that I got from the seed swap. Your obligation is to send 1 package of seeds per person on your list. You can send more than that. You don't have to have preserved the seeds from your own garden. You can just send them store-bought seeds. As a matter of fact, all of my seeds that went out were non-GMO seeds that I had purchased at some point or been gifted. You want to try to send them ones that have a good fresh germination rate. That's about the only other thing. So anyway, make sure to sign up below. The more the merrier. You can check it out on Instagram and get signed up. And it's a lot of fun to go actually find something in your mailbox because hardly anybody uses their mailbox anymore except for junk mail. So anyway, if you want something fun to do and you're just ready to dip your toes into gardening, there you go.
case you wanted to see an actual plant that looks like a plant. This is the baby spinach that Josh planted at the same time that I planted my lavender. So, let's get there.
really nice. Okay. Okay, Seal. Sit down. Sit down. I'm just out collecting the maple sap. One back here I didn't know was back here. All 3 tubes were frozen to the sap because it's starting to cool down. But I just had to show you how gorgeous it is out here. Growing up, we just had the typical Aunt Jemima's corn syrup, quote-unquote maple syrup. So when I came to Canada, the very first time I ever had real maple syrup, I was with a group of people at a restaurant. We were eating breakfast, and someone asked me to pass them the maple syrup. And so I'm scanning the table, trying to find the bottle of maple syrup to hand them. And they're looking at me like, why isn't she giving me the maple syrup like I asked? And finally someone picked up a mug or a pitcher that was right in front of me and hands it to the person, kind of gives me this funny look. And I said, is that the maple syrup? And I did not recognize it as maple syrup because it was thin. Whereas I was used to the corn syrup thickened sweetener stuff that I grew up on, which I think if you don't grow up in maple syrup territory, it's kind of normal just to eat the other stuff. And oh man, I'll never forget. They said, Sarah, it's right in front of your plate. It was literally like less than an inch from my plate. It was closest to me. So we all had a good laugh when I realized that was real maple syrup. Real maple syrup, if you're new to it like I was, it's super thin. Super, super thin. And it doesn't come out of the tree brown. That's after lots of cooking down. It comes out clear. It comes out with next to no taste. Just slightly sweet. But you have to almost be looking for it. If I served you a glass of the maple sap, you may or may not be able to tell that it wasn't regular water. Or maybe a little bit of sugar in your water. So, all about learning new things, right? But just hauling my bucket of it. You can see our cabin there. Slow and steady on that one. But that was always the goal with it. We'll just get it up and running as we have the time and the energy and the resources. But yeah, so this is not quite half a gallon. Or sorry, not quite half a 5-gallon pail that I'm carrying. And I've got almost the full 5-gallon from the other side of the property sitting over by the cooker. Oh, I can hear some of the roosters. They scared me. So I've just got one more set of buckets check, and they should be pretty good because they're out of the woods a bit more, so they get more sun on them. The more in the woods they are, the less sun they get on them, and then the slower they are to fill up. But I'll show you. Okay, so this bucket is not super great. It's not facing south though. So I can do this with one hand. I always find the plastic hooks, because they're a deeper hook, are harder to get off. There we go. This is a tiny dribble from that guy. Almost not worth unhooking, but that's okay. Just rehook them on here. Alright. Yeah, I'm not even gonna unhook it. There's such dribble in there. Maybe this one will be better. Not hardly, but we'll go ahead and do this one. Oh my goodness. So I should have gotten the camera out earlier because there were much better buckets on the other side of the house. But as you can see, the sun is going down. This is not the best spot for collecting, I'm finding. Definitely the better spot is on the opposite side of the house. We are learning there's only so much time in a day. And there's already been a lot done in the last almost year that we've been here. There's so much more to go still. So what do you guys think? Should we tear it down? Should we turn it into something? It's kind of shaky. I think Josh did stabilize it a bit, but like, oh, he must have stabilized it more than I thought. Okay. It's not shaking near as much as it used to. So I'm not sure what the story is here of no door over the enclosure, but yeah. And then this guy, well, I think he just needs to be picked up by a scrap metal guy. And then we'll burn the wood. I'm not sure what it used to be. It doesn't have a roof. I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff like this on the property. But guys, let me show you one thing I'm super excited about. That is waiting for the ground to be unfrozen. And Josh just has to get a couple more down, which he's cutting logs down currently for the goose house. He's making a log cabin goose house down by the pond. But the tops of the trees are too thin for the goose house, but they're the perfect size for our pole greenhouse. So these guys here are waiting patiently for some more friends to join them. And then we will put up our pole greenhouse, and then hopefully by spring 2022 we will start using it full on. Hopefully it'll get up by early summer this year. Maybe we'll get some fall seedlings started in there. Anyway, that's a few of the things happening this week. I'm gonna take this maple sap over to the cooker, and I gotta get inside for my class. See you guys later. Okay guys, I'm laughing ridiculously because I just hit what I thought was the end, like turning off the video, and I just started recording what you're seeing right now. So that means that I just literally talked to a camera that was not recording for like 10 minutes-ish, showing you our seed order and the seeds from a seed swap.